kind of showed you quickly the messaging interface and the keypads. I'll show you a little, just a little more in depth here. As I mentioned at the beginning, I think that using this phone is much easier if you use the phone keypad for writing your messages than the QWERTY boards. The phone keypad you can really, easily toggle between the T9, predictive text, and just straight ABC. And the predictive text works really nice. If I try to type in the quick brown fox, you get your prediction, and then you also get a bunch of choices right there, and really pretty easy to use. And I think if you use the phone a lot, you would get pretty adept, as I'm obviously not, you would get pretty adept at kind of scanning between what you're typing and then the available choices to get fast, to get some speed going with your message composition. When I used this phone as my personal phone for several days to test it out, and I was sending a bunch of text messages and MMS messages and stuff, and really, just definitely was using this mode much more than the QWERTY. You can go in typical HTC fashion. You've got a choice of different options. So you can go full QWERTY, and you can get it in portrait mode. You can also use the accelerometer, and you can get it in widescreen mode. And it's just a little bit too small for me to use comfortably, especially with two thumbs. You definitely can use it, but I just found my thumbs are big enough, my dexterity not the best. Definitely usable, and especially for writing, entering web URLs. Not too bad, but again, I found for my the way I work that it was easier to do the portrait mode T9 style for entering text. Obviously, there's a stylus that you can use, so the phone isn't necessarily it's very finger friendly, but if you're the kind of person who likes to use a stylus, it's even better. Very easy to use the stylus. And you can see predictive text stays on even when you're in full QWERTY mode, or you can just turn it off. So there you go. And speaking of the web browser, I'm hooked up to Wi-Fi now, so we'll go back, go to the web browser. So you get your search page right away, and sure, why not? Let's do a search. It's Opera Mobile, so we'll search for and you can see my limitations there in typing. So we'll go trying to do phone dog. I got funner dog. Let's see what comes up. So I'm in Google. It defaults to Google, loads quickly over Wi-Fi. You can double tap to zoom in. You can also use this nifty navigation zoom bar that'll let you zoom in and out. Works really well, very responsive. The redraw not too bad. And go into phone dog here. A little bit of trouble sometimes clicking on the icons, especially when with the zooming. Just kind of takes a little bit of getting used to. Again, especially if you're like me and you just refuse to use the stylus, even though it's there. And you can see Opera is great. If you haven't checked out Phone Dog recently, our new kind of slate redesign has been rolling out. Our IT guys working hard. I think it looks pretty nice. You should definitely check it out. Send us your feedback on the new look. Same Phone Dog, just a little bit, featuring the new stuff a little bit more, a little bit easier to get to. Lots of information on the home screen, and we just try to make it a little bit easier for you to get to what you're looking for. So Opera does a pretty good job of rendering the page out. You've got your accelerometer, so you can switch back, and then the navigation zoom, you can zoom way in. Pretty cool. This is still loading, so I'm doing all this while the page is still loading, and it's responding pretty well. So there you go. So definitely a nice web browsing experience. Opera, again, much far favorable to Internet Explorer, and that's for sure. Nice that HTC, one of the first, if not the first, to include Opera Mobile on their smartphones by default. Alright, so once again, I think HTC has just done a bang-up job of making Windows Mobile more useful, easier to use, and more powerful with their TouchFlow 3D interface, now the version 2 of the TouchFlow 3D, which will be available on the Touch Diamond 2, which you see here, and also the Touch Pro 2, which is, you know, a similar phone with a sliding screen that tilts up and then a full QWERTY board underneath, a little more advanced speakerphone features, that kind of stuff. But the Touch Diamond 2, I think, just a really nice device if you like Windows Mobile or you need to use Windows Mobile and you don't want a full QWERTY board. For a resistive touchscreen, works really well. 5-megapixel camera on the back with autofocus. Works quite well. You know, I would say average to above average for a cell phone camera. And the 5 megapixels, obviously, you know, megapixels aren't everything, but it's nice to see the count going up a little bit. Wi-Fi works great. Battery life was pretty good. You know, I wish it had a 3.5mm headphone jack, but for the audience that it's targeted at, I mean, that should just be standard at this point, but a lot of the people who are going to use this phone won't really necessarily mind. They'll use Bluetooth or stereo Bluetooth if, you know, they want to use headset, or they'll just use the adapter that comes with it. It's more of a business device than a consumer multimedia device. But the screen looks great. The navigation bar is good. You know, it's a nice little thing to help you zoom in and out on web pages and photos and that kind of thing. And overall, I really enjoyed using the device, especially when I could stay within TouchFlow 3D and didn't have to go to Windows Mobile underneath. Again, it ships with Windows Mobile 6.1. It's ready for Windows Mobile 6.5 whenever it's officially released. And, you know, it makes me excited to see what HTC is going to do with some customized Android phones. You might have seen some videos. John had a video up of a leaked supposed build of an HTC skin for Android coming out in the Hero phone. But overall, thumbs up for the Touch Diamond 2. Again, when I saw this at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona a couple months ago, I was really psyched for the Touch Pro 2. And I got to play with the Touch Pro 2 that wasn't quite ready, not a full production run, so it wasn't ready to be reviewed. But if you don't mind the larger size, the hardware is terrific, and the QWERTY board is just excellent on it. So if it was me, I would go with Touch Pro 2 instead. But the Diamond, you know, definitely if you like using the T9 style text input, really nice phone, very slim, nice upgrade, worthy successor to the original Touch Diamond. Alright, so there you go. Thumbs up for the phone, thumbs down still for Windows Mobile. But, you know, that being said, HTC, this is one of the better, if not the best, all-touch Windows Mobile devices on the market, in my opinion. There you go. Looking forward to finding out when this and the Touch Pro 2 will be coming to US carriers. In the meantime, the unlocked version just starting to ship. Pretty penny, going to run you, I don't know, $500-600 at least, getting it through one of those online retailers. Much more on the Touch Diamond 2, all the new phones, the HTCs, everything else, over on PhoneDog.com, so check it out. Till next time, I'm Noah. Thanks for watching. Again, thanks to the good folks at HTC for loaning us the Touch Diamond 2 so we could bring it to you as soon as possible. Till next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.